Alright, so a list dropped by Complex where they ranked the top 25 best streamers out right now. And as you can tell by this image, Rakai being in the top 25 is a little bit crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Because yeah, if you look at his streams, he's doing pretty decent. But in reality, like 90% of his viewers are just bots. But he actually recently went to Rolling Loud and then proceeded to get booed off the stage. Mind you, you have to be so unlikable to get viewed off a stage like this. So yeah, if it wasn't obvious enough, nobody really likes Rakai or even knows him beyond the dumb stuff he does. And what fans he actually does have is just dumb kids just like him. And Sneeko would actually go through and expose how bad Rakai is actually viewbotting. Yeah, that's Sneeko, by the way.
He's got the Twitch weird. Okay, that one's crazy. So he sparks at 422, and then he's got the Twitch weird. Okay, that one's crazy. So he sparks at 422, and then 4 minutes in, that's when they get the noti. That doesn't make sense. The noti should come out in the first 2 minutes. So Rakai right here, it seems like if it's botting, it's delayed noti bot. Because 4 minutes in, it jumps from 800 to 14,000.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're living in a timeline where 90% of streamers are viewbotting, and it's gotten so bad that it's even streamers I like OniPixel. But when Rakai is live, he typically gets like 10,000 viewers probably. And as you saw by the Sneeko clip, it's all fake. He really only has like 800 to 1,000 viewers, which is still a lot for someone who just started, but he's not as big as he probably thinks, or even other people think. Alright, now with that context, it's time to finally get into the list. I think the main picture for the list really sets the tone for what we're about to get into. We got Rakai, Pokimane, and Senna, who is basically Pokimane 2.0 at this point. No Hassan, no Asmongold. I mean, I don't really like any of those streamers, but I can at least admit that these two are some of the biggest streamers at the moment right now. So at number 25, we have Hassan's girlfriend, Valkyrie. And to be honest, I don't really know much about Valkyrie, but I feel like there's definitely more streamers who deserve this spot more than her. So we're already off to a bad start. Plus, somehow Rakai's more popular than her. And they have Jinxie at 24. So what you're telling me is that Rakai is more popular than the most popular streamer on Twitch right now? Yeah, once I saw this has to be rage bait. The Tylo show, don't know who that is. Oh, here we go, Hassan Piker at 22. Yeah, how high is Rakai on this list? We gotta give Hassan underrated. Oh, I guess nobody agrees with me. Yana at 21, don't really care. DDG at 20, don't really know him. XQC at 19. Yeah, I don't really know about that one, Chief. He's definitely a top 10 contestant. Pokimane at 18? Yeah, apparently she's more popular than XQC. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. It's not like her streaming career is slowly falling off. At number 16, we got Agent. I mean, I know he's popular, but I don't know if he's in the top 25 anymore because I see like nothing on him. Maybe like 2 years ago, yeah. Not really anymore though. Adapt 15. Your Rage 14. This one's a little crazy too because this guy is the one that won the Mr. Beast challenge, if you remember. And he told everybody to go sub to him on Twitch, which was not free, by the way, for a chance to win like money. He'd be like, go sub to my Twitch, I'll give you $10,000. And what we like to call those in the YouTube business is a call to action. And he actually ended up taking Jinxie's spot for #1 most subscribed Twitch streamer. And then after people realized that they weren't getting money, they just started unsubscribing. And I think he's at the top 100 most subscribed Twitch streamer. So him at 18 is just a little bit overrated in my opinion. Okay, so at 13, yeah, I agree with this. Definitely more popular than Rakai though, which we still haven't seen yet, by the way. Jason at 12, I agree with this too. I see his clips pop up all the time. Neon at 11. Not sure if I put him this high, but Neon has been popping off recently because he's been going through a little redemption arc. Kind of like what Logan Paul did after the, that whole thing.
I really hate to say this. I think there's someone hanging right there.
I don't really believe Neon's the redemption arc. I think he's just capping, just like Logan. But I guess only time will tell. Rakai at the top 10. Ain't no way. This whole article has to be rage baits. Dude, nobody watches Rakai or even knows him outside of his dumb clips. That's it. Like, in my opinion, he's not even in the top 25 streamers, maybe the top 100, but he isn't bigger than Jinxie or Queso or even Hassan. Give Rakai a few years. He's going now. Doesn't even make sense. And some of the OGs hang it up for good. He may top this list very soon, at only 17 years old. So what they're basically saying is that he'd be higher if the OGs would leave. Joining Twitch in 2023, Rakai's high energy and unique vocal mannerism makes anything that comes out of his mouth hilarious. I mean, it's more annoying than hilarious, but sure. But it wasn't until Kais and Nats took notice of his son that Rakai hit the next level. Yeah, probably the biggest mistake that Kais Nat has ever made in his career. Yeah, definitely overrated. And of course, everybody else agrees with that. Aiden Ross at 9. Ray Asian Boy at 8. I think that might be a little bit overrated. Extra Emily at 7, another view botter. I mean, I don't really think I have to say anything about this one. I think we just know that at this point, this whole list is just a joke. Definitely overrated, but I guess more people actually think she's underrated. Must be our bot viewers. Phantom at 6, really? I mean, he's popular, I know that, but I don't think he's this popular. Platboy Max at 5, a little bit overrated. Wait a minute, he doesn't even stream anymore, does he? I thought he left for music. Senna at number 4, I mean, I could care less about Senna, to be honest. She's just a Pokemon clone in my opinion. Stable Ronaldo at 3, Tyson Nat at 2. Mind you, he hasn't streamed in over a year, guys. Like, what are we doing here? This is the top 25 current streamers right now. I show Speed at number 1. Yeah, this is probably the only placement that I would 100% agree with. I show Speed has been absolutely killing it recently, and he's definitely the biggest streamer right now. And in some instances, he actually might be even bigger than Mr. Beast. But I can't help but notice that there's no Burnt Peanuts or Aspen Gold or Lost Poils. And I'm not saying that because I like these guys or watch them. I don't watch any of these people. But what I'm trying to say is that there's clearly people on this list that shouldn't be there. But who knows? Maybe I'll make a video talk about who I think all the top 25 streamers are. So if you want to see that video, like and subscribe. And that's about it. That's about all I have for you. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.